Shalom. Shalom. Akim Akwath. Yeah. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there, man. Before I start, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Kakadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and the apostles at Great Millstone that taught me it's 100% truth that rule well over the flock. Shalom to you, brothers. Shalom to you, few Akim and Akwathia on the sidelines listening and learning as well. Shalom to you. To you brothers in camps with the same likewise doctrine as GMS. Shalom to you brothers as well. Shalom to the hopeful elect. Now I want to get right into this because I had came across this little video. It's video game based, but hey, it's gonna happen. It's gonna be pure anarchy out here eventually. Anarchy is a form of society without rulers. It is primarily advocated by anarchists who propose replacing the state with a stateless society based on voluntary free association. These institutions or free associations are generally modeled to represent concepts such as community and economic self-reliance, interdependence, or individualism. In simple terms, anarchy means without rules or without authority. As such, under anarchy, there is no coercive rule by a single group or individual, rather instead by an individual upon themselves or by people entirely. You see that? So it's going to be a time where it's just going to be lawless out here. You know, people going to eventually take their powers into their own hands because it's going to get extremely bad out here. You know, when, you know, there's no food, when all hell break loose, no water, no medicine. You know, you can definitely expect anarchy. Like, think about the movie The Purge. For a 24-hour period. All the purges, 24-hour period. It's pure anarchy, no rule. You go out there, you can steal what you want, you can kill who you want with no consequences or repercussions, according to the world, but you're gonna pay for it eventually. You know? And I'm gonna show y'all this video. I'm gonna go ahead and go grab it. Like I said, it's off of I believe this is Grand Theft Auto. This might be Grand Theft Auto, I believe. But just look at what's going on. You see the caption, right? What tribulation will look like. So I'm gonna play it. Like I said, this is just a video of a game. But if you look at it with spiritual lenses and think about the things that they're pushing in society right now, like they're trying to get a literal purge going on. You know, they're trying to make that happen. You know, you have to look at these things with spiritual eye, even though it's a video game, man. These things happen in real life, and it has happened before in other countries and stuff like that, where it's pure anarchy in these other nations, man. Look at that. They just going crazy on each other, man, with no remorse, right? No remorse at all. They have no remorse, man. And you know, when the purge happened in the movie, right? They had sounded those alarms and people start getting scared and losing their minds, running in their houses, boarding up everything. That's gonna happen, man. Whether y'all believe it or not. That's gonna happen. This is 2nd Esdras 6:23. And the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall suddenly be afraid. At that time shall France fight against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Because it will be a time where, you know, water will be hard to get to. But we talking about this anarchy, you know, people rising up against each other, taking each other out like they've been enemies all their life. When you knew these people, but things are going to get so bad when the famines, you know, and martial law kick off and the FEMA camps open up. People going to be out here taking the matters into their own hands, man. Just like these cats in this video game right here. Look how they wilding out, man. You see that? They cold-hearted, man. People are cold-hearted. Matthew 24:12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold, man. And you see what's going on. And this, like I said, this is just a game, but you have to pay attention with the spiritual eye, man. Things like this is happening in other countries, man. Right? Because iniquity shall abound, the love of many will wax cold, man. A person ain't going to care to walk up to you and plant a piece of lead in your forehead, man. It's going to be no problem. But a lot of you people caught up in the world and not paying attention to these things, man. Believe me, shit like this is going to happen. That's why it says what tribulation will look like. Because it's going to be pure hell out here. Pure What you see here is gonna happen, man, because a lot of people expect this place to get better, man. But as of 2020, man, up until this very point, ask yourself thoroughly too. Has things been getting better? Aren't you seeing the love of many wax cold out here? Because all they push on media is iniquity, man. Murder, rape, robbery. You know? That's something that's being pushed out here. And that's what people know. That's what people know all around them. Is cold-heartedness, man. Everybody is savages. They on demon time, right? You know, a lot of people ain't understanding that just because you might see it on a video game, that's just where it is. Some things can happen in real life, man. 2 Ezra 15:14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and their destruction draweth nigh. And one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hand. And what did you see right there? What did you see? You see people rising up against each other. Rising up against each other with swords in their hands. Sword could be a modern day instrument to kill somebody, man. Whatever you kill, a hammer, gun, knife, whatever. Modern day killing instrument. Don't you see them? That's the type of mindset our people are in now. The people around you, every day, they have this mindset in them, man. Because when things break bad, they going to be into this. They ain't going to have no problem with going to kill somebody to take what they got so they can go feed their kids. Get their grandmama that insulin. Right? But y'all don't get it, man. Y'all ain't going to get it till it's too late. Second Ezra 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. And what do you see in the video? The courses of their actions is standing in their own power. They not worried about the laws. They like, F the law. We gonna take it into our hands to do what we gotta do to go feed our family. Even if I gotta take somebody's life, man. And when all these things kick off like this, it's definitely gonna be lockdowns, man. All this cold-hearted murdering going on right here. You don't think that it's gonna be martial law? You don't think troops gonna roll in? You don't think they gonna set up little camps where they block off the city? You know, straight full-blown lockdown, man. But your government telling you on TV that they going to go put bunkers in the ground so they can get away from this type of shit, and they gonna leave you up here on the top, on the ground. They gonna leave you up here to do this to one another while they safe in them bunkers. But don't worry about it, because the Most High gonna go hunt them, and they gonna come up out them bunkers, right? But this here, take our word for it. It's in the scriptures, man. It's definitely going to be a time like this, a time like never before, man. And like I said, when this goes down, you better believe it's gonna be lockdowns, man, and checkpoints set up to a point to where Second Ezra 15 and 17 says, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and man shall be afraid. Are you not going to be afraid when you see things like this kicking off? The Most High not finna be playing, dude. The Most High is not finna be playing. You know, it's gonna be family against family out here. You understand that? It's gonna be family against family out here. Matthew 10 and 34. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. You hear that? The Most High ain't putting peace on the earth, man. Why Yahweh Shai is not bringing peace on earth, man? I came not to send peace, but a sword. And you see what's going on out there on that video. I believe, like I said, that's Grand Theft Auto. There's definitely no peace going on, right? You better believe his family members out there going at it too. Matthew 10 and 35. For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her mother-in-law. And a man's foe shall be they of his own household. So your ops gonna be somebody that come from your own household, man. Pure anarchy, pure murder. Not only those things, but it's gonna be major kidnappings, rapes, on top of those murders, man. People's raiding each other's houses. You know, things are finna, the Most High is wrapping this thing up. Matthew 24 and 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world, to this time, nor ever shall be. And when you go get that word tribulation right, let's go get it. I always go into these words because a lot of people just take it for face value and don't understand what it says. When you go into that word tribulation, it's trouble, worry, affliction, hardship, adversity, difficulty, tragedy, trauma, distress, misery, sadness, grief, anguish, heartache, travails, woe, destruction. Isn't that not what you seeing in that video? All of them things that I just named? Hardship, worry, woe. It's a lot of woe going on in this. A lot of destruction. A lot of tragedy, man. And you think not that this is not what these Edomites want? Have you ever heard of order out of chaos? They want anarchy. They want a purge, man. So they can bring in that C-hip, man. They bring all this chaos and then they try to give you order. Which eventually is going to come down to that MOTB, man. That's all you see. It will be pure anarchy. You can believe it. If you don't, that's on you. You take that up with the Father. This is Zephaniah 1 and 14. The great day of the Lord is near. It is near and hasteth greatly. Even the voice of the day of the Lord, the mighty man shall cry there bitterly. The military, you tough guys out there that think you can't be touched, you brothers' knees gonna become water out there. Y'all gonna buckle down when this thing come down. When this thing wrap up, a lot of you tough brothers out there, you hardcore military type niggas, your knees gonna turn into butter out here. That day is a day of wrath, a day of trouble and distress, a day of wasteness and desolation, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, man. A day of the trumpet and alarm against the fenced cities and against the high towers. And I will bring distress upon men, that they walk like blind men, because they're not going to know what's going on, but it's all written here in the scriptures. Because they have sinned against the Lord, and their blood shall be poured out as dust, and their flesh as dung, man. And that's what you see. That's what you see in that video. People's flesh being put out. People's being put to death, man. Dead bodies on the street like dung. Like old dry shit, man. People just taking each other out. But it's a lot of you simple-minded people out here that just think it's all about love. You're going to find out on that day when the Most High turn this thing up. When the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yahweh turn this thing up, a lot of you cats, you're going to find out the truth, man. The Most High ain't just peaches and cream, man. It's going to be spirits created for vengeance. All the people you see around there taking each other out in that video, those are spirits created for vengeance, man. And it's going to be like that in this life, in real life. It's spirits created for vengeance. Ecclesiastes 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes in the time of destruction. They pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hell and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance, man. These things don't just happen. That's the vengeance of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man, coming down on you wicked people, man. You wicked Israelites first and foremost. That's who I'm talking to first and foremost. The other nations I can care less about. I'm talking to you Israelites, man. Fire and hell and famine and death. Do you hear that? All these were created for vengeance. All of those things were created for vengeance, man. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. And that's what you see in that anarchy video, man. I don't care if it's a video game. I look at things on a spiritual lens. These things can happen and it can catch you slipping. You know, the Most High said he was going to make the people fight against each other. It's going to be civil unrest, civil wars, anarchy, Jack. 2nd Ezra 13:31. And one shall undertake to fight against another. One city against another. One place against another. One people against another. And one realm against another, man. And the time shall be when these things shall come to pass, and the sign shall happen which I showed thee before. And then shall my son be declared, whom thou sawest as a man ascending. You know, so at this very time where all these things just get real hectic, the Son of Man, Yahweh Shai, gonna come, man. It's going to pull up on these cats out here. And they're going to take y'all out and the kingdom going to be established. But before that, pure anarchy, pure darkness, pure tribulation and wrath. Because America's cup is full. And the Most High going to pour all that wrath out. Y'all going to drink from that cup. All you Babylonians, you Americans, you're going to drink of that cup of the Lord's wrath, man. Isaiah 19:2. And I will set the Egyptians, which is talking about you modern day Americans, you Babylonians. I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight everyone against his brother and everyone against his neighbor, city against city and kingdom against kingdom. You see that? City against city, kingdom against kingdom. You got nations against nations right now all over the world. But it's going to get to the point to where it's going to come here in Babylon, so-called Egypt, America, spiritual Sodom. It's talking about America. America has all those titles, man. America has all those titles. And when them things get when the shit the fan, that's when y'all gonna start looking for some truth, but it ain't gonna be there. You know, because the prophet's going to be put up. Isaiah 19:3. And the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof. And they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards. Y'all going to be out here trying to find out what's going on. But right now, the prophets are out here on the highways and hedges, telling you these things before it happen, but y'all despise this word. Y'all hate it, so y'all don't want to know. But when them things come to pass, y'all going to be out there looking for your TD Jakes, your Creflo Dollars, your Joel Osteens, and they not going to be able to tell you shit. We've been telling you these things from the jump. So you have no cloak for your sins, man, when this time come. Y'all need to be trying to get your houses in order right now. Get your spiritual bank accounts in order now. Get into these scriptures now. Because time is running out. And when that anarchy, man, you see this? When that anarchy take place like this, you best believe the doors of repentance is closed. Because now it's all out wrath from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. All out wrath. One thing you need to understand that too, you Israelites, Jake, look, when this anarchy hit, these Edomites, these devils, they coming for you. They already don't like you, but these laws got some people restrained to where they can't be who they are. But these devils, these Edomites, these Caucasians, they finna revert back to their original state, man. They coming for you, Jakes. That's why it's called the time of tribulation, the time of Jacob's trouble, man. These devils and these other nations, they gonna come for you, Jakes, man. They don't like us. We tell you that all the time. And when an opportunity come that they can get away with free murder according to the law, they coming to see you, Jakes. Look how they killing them Jakes down there in Mississippi. Brothers getting hung from trees and shit. You Edomites got to pay for that, man. You Caucasians, y'all got to pay for that. This pure y'all not ready for that, man. You 2/3 minded cats, y'all not ready for that. Y'all gonna fall out here. Y'all gonna be out here with them, acting the fool. You know why? Because you had no faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai from the jump. You had no faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai from the jump, man. You put your faith in men. You put your faith in what these devils is out here talking about, what your government officials is saying. Instead of listening to Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. And because of that, you're going to get caught up in this. That's why we do this work. Lord willing, we are them men that we have that hedge of protection over us in these times. Because you're going to have to need the hedge of protection over you to get through these times. Because this spirit is created for vengeance, and they're gonna, man, the Most High gonna unleash them. That's all I can tell you. The Most High gonna unleash these spirits created for vengeance on you wicked ass Jakes, man. And that's how it's gonna be. You know, it's gonna be just like that. A lot of BS going on, man. I'm gonna get this and I'm gonna close out. Cause it's coming. Rather y'all hear or forbear, man. It's coming. Just because you don't think it's coming, don't mean it's not gonna happen. Jeremiah 30:7. At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. And that's talking about the elect that will be saved out of it, that will be having that hedge of protection over them when these things come down the pipe, man. But you 2/3, you're going to die on this side. We've been warning you and warning you and warning you. And one day the warnings are going to stop, and then you on your own. It's a time like never before coming, Israel. Get your houses in order. And with that being said, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Rakakadash. Until next time, Shalom.